from the University of Louisville College of Business. It's time for Dream Funders.
This time, a love for dogs and a knowledge of new technology. Will it add up to be a big business for these kids?
All of these components come together to allow sensory disabled dogs, much like Emma's, to live a normal life again.
Phil, what are you doing over there? Did you guys see him smell the bone? I mean, what?
And a group of Kentucky filmmakers who hope Hollywood can bring riches to the bluegrass. What kind of rating will our investors give to their plan? All that and more right now on another edition of Dream Funders, delivered by Papa John's.
I'm Melissa Fraser at the U of L College of Business with the show that matches big money with big ideas.
Tonight, a plan to make movies for the big screen is the focus for these young entrepreneurs. We'll see if they can find any funding to put their plan into production. And can a sad story turn into a success story? These kids are hoping so.
We'll meet the dreamers coming up, but first, let's meet the funders.
Our investors this time include Tony Holland. He's a Louisville native known for his success in the tax service business. Now he helps manage a $4.5 million investment fund called Enterprise Angels, hoping to make dreams come true for Kentucky entrepreneurs. Phil Mason is here. He spent 40 years owning, operating, buying, and selling major companies, many based in Kentucky, ranging from modeling agencies to full-service hotels. We have Cindy Masters with us. Cindy is the CEO of DBS Interactive, a premier digital marketing and web development agency. She believes anyone who achieves success in life is obligated to share their knowledge, and that's part of why she's with us today. And finally, Marty McClellan is with us. He's the chairman of the Enterprise Angels funding team, while managing $280 million in accounts and hedge funds.
It's time to get down to business. Let's meet our first dreamer.
Hi, I'm Miguel.
Hi, I'm Yufei.
Hi, I'm Emma.
Hi, I'm AJ, and we're asking for a strategic partner in the product development, design, and manufacturing stages.
In 2012, my dog Sadie developed cataracts in both of her eyes as a result of diabetes. Because of this blindness, she could no longer play with normal dog toys, and her arthritis slowly got worse. This is an example of what would happen when we tried to play with normal dog toys with my visually impaired dog. As you can see in the video, this did not work very well. After thoroughly researching, we determined that there are over 300,000 visually impaired dogs in the U.S. today. These dogs often have a hard time getting the exercise they need because of this visual impairment, and this often leads to secondary health issues.
Our solution to this is our product, a ball-shaped dog toy with a flashing light capability, so the dogs with cataracts can still see the changes in light. And say your dog is completely blind, there's a Bluetooth speaker capability to play many different sounds through, so the dog can still detect the ball. Now, unfortunately, say your dog is blind and deaf. Well, this is similar to what we want to have. It just kind of shows like a tubing that runs through the middle, that would be on the outside, of course. Run straight through the middle so we can put the dog's favorite scent, say peanut butter or a treat or something like that. And all of these components come together to allow sensory disabled dogs, much like Emma's, to live a normal life again.
Sadly, my dog Sadie passed away this last May before getting a chance to experience the Barco Polo. Although my own dog won't have an opportunity to play with this toy, this product will help visually impaired dogs everywhere get the exercise they need once more. We are Barco Polo, and it is our job to help dogs say, "Bow wow, I can play now."
It's a great name.
Thanks.
What would y'all like to raise for what percent of the company that you'd like to give?
So basically what we're asking for, because there's a couple stages we need to go through in our product development. We're not looking for an exact number right now. We're looking more of a partner to work with us, someone who's willing to jump on board and say maybe down the road help with some donations. If there's a couple numbers in the prototype that we can estimate as cost. And just different things like that.
We really want a partner that can help us manufacture and figure out with other corporations how we can get the product that we need, the plastics and the speakers, the lighting, all incorporated into one so we can start producing a prototype and starting our beta phase of the year.
And for that help, what percentage of the equity ownership would you get?
Because we are all 17, we can't, and we don't have this registered just yet.
So
we can't give up the
$2,500.
So how much money do you think you need to get through that prototype stage?
Right now, what we have, going off of 10 products, it's about $200 for that. But then the main
Wait a minute, 10 products. So you have multiple.
Yeah, 10.
Oh.
No, 10.
Oh, to make 10 prototypes.
To make 10 prototypes
Okay.
for beta, like improvements on each one, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's about $200. But then what we're looking for mostly is our CAD development for the actual shells, because like I said, this isn't the exact prototype.
Right.
So a lot of it goes back into the actual talking with engineers and getting that exact number. Our estimates are between 2,000 and 3,000 roughly. But there are chances to lower that, of course.
You might be able to get a good deal because you're fine, upstanding, good-looking students. That might help.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Will this big idea attract any big bucks from our funders? Stay tuned, and we'll find out.
Here is one of many organizations in Louisville that can help you live the dream of starting your own business. Who are you as an organization?
Navigate is a nonprofit subsidiary of Jewish Family and Career Services. We are dedicated to helping Louisville entrepreneurs access the tools and resources they need in order to be successful.
We are a micro lender providing financing options for small businesses. We also offer assistance with everything from fleshing out an idea to writing a business plan, and also working with the established business to make a plan for growth.
We help low-income entrepreneurs access the financial resources and knowledge they need in order to be successful. One of our largest programs is helping newly arrived refugees create successful and thriving businesses that contribute to Louisville's economic environment.
You can find us on Facebook, or you can reach us at www.navigatecenter.org.
This is one of many organizations that want to help you live the dream. To see a complete list of organizations, go to LouisvilleDreamFunders.com. Delivered by Papa John's.
Welcome back to Dream Funders. We're right here at the beautiful campus of the University of Louisville with the show that matches local entrepreneurs with investors.
You know, John Schneider started Papa John's when he was just a kid. And right now we have a group of kids, even younger, with a business idea of their own. It's called Barco Polo, a high-tech dog toy that was inspired by the loss of a pet. Looks pretty cool, but let's see if any of our funders are ready to play ball.
Phil, what are you doing over there? Did you guys see him smell the bone? I mean, what's going on?
That's why it's an iterative prototype.
Well, the dog toy we have right now is just a proof of concept to prove that we can make the dog toy. The speaker is a Bluetooth speaker that you have to turn on manually, and then you have to connect it with your phone. So we're gonna plan on having an application developed too, where you can play different sounds like the squeaky toy, your favorite music, or your own voice on it.
How's the dog hear it on your phone?
Because the Bluetooth speaker goes through it and connects with your phone, and it comes off it.
I have a question. Are any of you coders so that you could develop the app for the Bluetooth with the audio?
No, but I do have contacts with a bunch of people. A lot of my friends are coders, and I have a really good friend that's already given us a price on a website building, and he can actually do coding for our app too with it. So we do have contacts that can get us decent pricing on codes and apps.
Were you volunteering to do the website? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, if you don't do the and the social media, leave that up to you all. I'll do the manufacturing. I don't
You
want to
may
do
already
that.
have a commitment with your friend,
Well, nothing's set in stone.
but if you don't, I will volunteer to help you get a website up and a brand and refine your logo. I'll help coach you a little on how to convert your probably fabulous social media skills to business. You have a perfect product. Everybody loves a cat and dog picture, so social media should be a blast with it. So I volunteer to help you with that. Maybe can you help them with the with getting their name trademarked?
Not really something I know how to do.
No, with your attorney.
Oh, my attorney.
Oh, that attorney costs too much. I'll do it. He's your attorney.
Like donate that.
Yeah, if the attorney will donate it.
I can definitely look into that.
We love a free attorney.
Yeah, free attorney. I'm not one of those. I don't know any free attorneys.
No, but I mean, for a little money, somebody could make a donation to help get your name trademarked.
And that's definitely something we appreciate.
That's not too much money.
It's not.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, the nice thing about your web marketing strategy here is that, you know, you don't have to build huge inventories to go to market. You will be faced with, after you get it designed, you know, you're going to have to be faced with, geez, do we make 10,000 of these things? And they're going to say, okay, if you make 10,000, they're $10, but if you make 100,000, they're $6. You know, and so that's, you know, that's a hurdle you're going to face down the road. But you know, if you can get it designed up and get it prototyped and get it proven out, you know,
And a trademark name.
and a trademark name,
One of the
that's a good place to start.
yes, sir. One of
The name is a very important thing.
One of the big things we looked into with that, we have an estimate of our basic costs, about $13, which
Oh, nice.
sounds decent. Which our
Sounds reasonable.
our pricing is about middle ground with any dog toy. It's about $30, $35. The most expensive dog toy that's similar to ours is $250, and it rolls around and you can speak through it.
Yeah, but if you had a
Big
$13 cost and a $35 price, that's
Exactly.
probably in the ballpark.
Oh yeah.
Stay focused, get the first product done. You know, after that, the sky's the limit.
You guys are amazing.
Go ahead.
So do we have a deal here? Can we have a quick recap here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Whatever they need.
Whatever they need. There you go. You've got it. Ladies and gentlemen, another success story on Dream Funders.
Yeah, I think this thing could really go well. If you get out there first, and you get out there before the national advertising hits the your competitors, yeah, you can do really well, real quick.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you guys. Thank you very
Thank you.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming.
How do you think that went? And what do you think our U of L business coaches will say? Let's find out.
Here's Suzanne Bergmeister and Van Klaus.
Suzanne, I love seeing young entrepreneurs present. They have a catchy name, Barco Polo, and it really pulls at the heartstring of all pet lovers. They have developed an interesting concept that I think can gain some traction in the market, and they're on the right track with getting the kind of advice that hopefully will help them.
I agree, and I know we're both dog owners and dog lovers, so we really understand this product and this problem. And I think it's also a good example of how in our entrepreneurial ecosystem, people don't hesitate to reach out and help these young entrepreneurs in any way that they need help. I love that about our region around here. So what was their tagline again? Let's say it. Bow, wow, wow, I'm ready to play now. I love it.
We love to see entrepreneurs get an early start. Good going, guys. And there's still more Dream Funders to come. Next, will an idea to bring Hollywood to Kentucky be a blockbuster or a bust? Find out when Dream Funders returns.
Dream Funders on WBNA is delivered by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. With support from the University of Louisville College of Business. Bring your business vision to life. UPS. Graduate debt-free. Brown & Brown Insurance. Your trusted partner. And Marketing Squad. Tell your story. Grow your business.
I'm Melissa Fraser at the U of L College of Business at the show that matches big ideas with big bucks.
Our next dreamers hope Hollywood could be their ticket to riches. Their idea is to rent studio space to filmmakers in Kentucky. The question is, will our Dream Funders be fans or critics? Let's meet them. Mark Palmer. He's launched several successful startup ventures, including Oology, a Louisville-based ad firm of which he is the executive creative director. Phil Mason is here. He spent 40 years owning, operating, buying, and selling major companies, many based right here in Kentucky, ranging from modeling agencies to full-service hotels. In the middle, Pat Yates, who hit it big with his Happy Feet Slippers business. You might have seen him on ABC's Shark Tank with his business that's now a $4 million a year company. Next is Amy Leckie. She's built a successful human resource consulting practice. She's also published 3 books, started and operated 3 successful businesses, and is a certified human resource professional with 20 years of HR and entrepreneurial experience. And finally, Mark Lampkin, who's a U of L grad and now listed as one of the top financial professionals in Kentucky. He manages more than $280 billion in assets, and you might have seen him on TV before as a contestant on The Apprentice with, yes, Donald Trump.
It's time to get down to business. Let's meet our next dreamer.
Hello, Dream Funders. My name is Josh Baptist, and I'm one of the lead developers at Maze Walk RDD, a concept incubator located here in Louisville, Kentucky. I have a background in science, technology, and commercialization. Angela Brewer is a longtime social worker. Wayman Eddings is a community organizer. And Dane Becker has a long history as well in the media industry and is our director of what we like to call Star Spark Studios. And that's what we're here to bring to you today, the opportunity to get into the movie business. With that being said, we're looking for $200,000 in return for a 20% equity in our company, and I'll pass it to Dane to explain why.
Hello, funders. In the past 5 years, the state of Georgia, the state that I started my employment in, has introduced both a studio infrastructure and film incentives to rival that of its sister states. Now, in the past year alone, its main company, Pinewood Studios Atlanta, a company that I have long worked for, made over $10 million off of just 3 films. Its entire company made over $100 million throughout the country. They started in Georgia. Next year alone, Kentucky will have over 70 films coming into its state. And our film incentive is better. But we have no infrastructure. We don't have the studio space to contain them. We will crash and burn without it. So that is what I'm bringing here to you. We have the space, we have the equipment, we have the experience, but we do not have the equity. And that is what we need.
What do you think? Will any of our Dream Funders give a thumbs up to this idea?
That's coming up next, right here on Dream Funders.
From where you are now to earning your degree, whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. We're immediately seeking part-time package handlers for all shifts in Louisville. Package handlers receive competitive pay and up to 100% tuition paid. Great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com/TV or text TV to 33588.
Welcome back to Dream Funders, where we hope to match local entrepreneurs with real-world investors. Right now, this group wants to make a business catering to the needs of Hollywood right here in the Bluegrass. Let's see what happens when the Dream Funders pull back the curtain on their business plan.
So are these movies, is there a scene in Louisville, or are they primarily produced in Louisville? So what are you predicting? Let's pretend this is a thing.
Yes.
It's real, it's up, it's ready for production. What occupancy are you predicting?
I think that's an important question because, as you mentioned, the larger your space, if you're not obtaining occupancy, then you're going to quickly run into deficits and that sort of thing. So that's the advantage of our space. We have our goal to maintain maybe 80% occupancy in a smaller space and just expand up as larger productions come to town.
So do you have any ideas of what to do during that 20% downtime? Are there other money-making opportunities to use that space for?
Absolutely. It's rentals to the indie market as well is very lucrative because I believe, thinking off the top of my head, I can only think of one rental house in the entirety of Kentucky that the indie film community uses. Is just one. Most people have to garner their own equipment.
What is it? In J-Town?
Yep.
And our relationship with the Film Commission at the state level and the four-year institution is based on using some of that downtime for instruction and other opportunities that are very valuable to the community.
So how much build out? So you procure the space, how much money are you going to need to build out before you're ready to rent? How soon do you rent and how soon do they start to pay?
I think we've estimated that we wanted to spend a little less than $100,000 for our build out for our basic needs. And as time goes on, we'll have to scale that up for the larger productions. So there will be other rounds of financing and some retained earnings we'll have to reinvest in the facility.
As far as ownership goes, is it just the four of you who are the sole owners in the organization? And how much have you all invested so far into this initiative yourselves?
As in cash flow?
Yes.
I can't think of any.
We've really, sweat equity is the
Time.
main investment at this point.
Have you all got a prospectus, business plan, anything like that put together yet?
Yeah, we have a business
I'd
model.
be willing to take a look at that.
Yeah, yeah, we got that.
I think that, obviously this is, I started to notice exactly what you're talking about when I saw Nicolas Cage was in LaGrange, and then I saw Selma Blair was in, not Shepherdsville, but she's in, wherever she was at, filming that movie as well in Bardstown, and I started to think this really is a growing market.
Right now.
But I'll be completely honest with you, I know that I can't help you because it's not a very good space. I'll volunteer to star in any of the movies that come here, so you got that in your hopper, and I will do, you know, especially if like Jennifer Aniston or anybody's in it, you got me. But I really can't help you. Obviously, I would love to come down and see the space. I'll support you guys. I wish you the best of luck. It's just not my expertise. I wish I could help you.
I think the most important part of it is marketing. How do you get the business to use your facility?
Yep, absolutely. It's all about getting that equity, to get the name out there, the marketing out there, and reach out to all the films that are coming in. And once you do that, I mean, being on the ground floor of this thing, because I saw the ground floor back in Georgia when they just first started, about 8 years ago when I started my career. I mean, within 3 years, just took right off.
So for me, what I'm hearing, you got the space, which is nice.
Yep.
Got a fabulous idea. Yep. Love the idea. On the flip side, you've got zero revenue, you've got no profit, no gross sales, you've got the employees. We're $1 million on a great idea, and so for me, I've got to have revenue. I've got to have a path, a trajectory of revenue growth. I've got to have. I like the idea that it's kind of wide moat because you guys seem to know the film industry very well, but maybe there's other people like you in town and just don't know that industry, so that you don't have, I don't know that you've got that competitive advantage. I think you may, which was why I'm a little bit intrigued. I don't know the path of revenue. I'm one of those guys that, much like was mentioned a while ago, if there's a letter of intent, if there's a couple movies that you guys sign up, if you've got, you know that revenue's coming in, and at that point you need help on funding where I know there's a revenue stream. I don't know if we could strike a deal, but I talk to you at that point. Yeah. Until we reach that point, it's a great idea and I wish you the best of luck, but until you got something in hand where you need my money to build out, where I know there's some revenue that I'm going to be paid something back, yep. I've got to hold off.
Thank you.
Thank you. For me, I know some people who would be interested. I love the idea. I'd be in if you had some revenue and had a jump start, but I'm too busy to monitor an investment of that size. However, I do know some people who would be interested, I think, and I will talk to them on your behalf. So make sure I get some contact info. In the meantime, you have no web presence whatsoever. Or at least I couldn't find it when I Googled you. So in other words, you don't have a web presence. Go ahead and pay a student, go to Wix, do something. Squarespace, get something free. Go ahead and put a landing page up. And it's just a simple page that has keywords that you know, that you've researched, and you know that people are looking for, so you start building that equity. So by the time that you do launch this thing, and I believe you will, you're going to have a head start. It's not going to be a very competitive search term anyway, because if I'm understanding you correctly, this is it. So you should own it, but not getting that head start that most websites don't get because they don't launch anything until it's time. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll reconvene at a near date and see where you guys are.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Have any of y'all been through the MBA program here?
MBA program here?
No. Not the MBA.
I graduated from University of Southern California.
And I'm from Spalding. Yeah. Well, I did some courses here, but in education and social services.
All right. Well, thank you.
What's the name of your film company, or your video company?
My video company? It's a mixture of two, but the main one is called Falls City Studios.
Okay.
And we're commercial videography, event videography, mostly commercials at this point.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at it 6 months. And then.
Yeah. Love your passion, love your vision. I'd like to see a little bit more proof of concept. You're still kind of in that. You've got the idea, and but you got to make some things happen so that you can really bring it into a business instead of just your passion.
So keep walking through that maze. It sounds like you're going to get there to the end sometime.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was good.
This ain't our first day.
No, it's not. You tell. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us in.
Thanks.
Good to meet you all.
That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Dream Funders. I'm Melissa Fraser, and we'll see you next time.
Dream Funders on WBNA is delivered by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. With support from the University of Louisville College of Business. Bring your business vision to life. UPS. Graduate debt-free. Brown & Brown Insurance. Your trusted partner and marketing squad. Tell your story, grow your business.